Hello everyone, this is Aegis and I've got another game between a ROOTDrewbie and his opponent this time is going to be owmygroin. So a very clever name here for us casters here. So we've got here owmygroin as the red Zerg player, and on the other side is ROOTDrewbie. Of course, this is Xel'Naga Caverns. This is going to be a very interesting match here indeed. I have not watched this at all. I just saw the name of the Zerg player and I was like, that is interesting. I wonder if ROOTDrewbie is going to comment on that at all. And I also recognize this game from the APL registrations. We've got very high level players apparently going to be registering for the APL. The APL can be found at mocktechcorp.net/APL. Go ahead and check that out. It's going to be a team league run all this summer long. We're going to be running multiple seasons. Hopefully we'll be able to do some prizing later on as well. Go ahead and sign up a team. If you don't have a team yet, make a team. Find some friends who play StarCraft and join us for the first season of the American Pro League. And of course, if you do enjoy what you see on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Please do subscribe. It does help us out so much. And also follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/AegisStarCraft. And we've got here the first Overlord going to be scooting out across the map. It's going to take some time to get over here. And the Drewbie going to be throwing up his barracks at the front. Does not want to get busted by owmygroin. So he's going to be moving his drone out to the expansion. He's going to be throwing down his fast expansion, so he's not going to be doing any sort of busting action early on. Another drone is going to be moving out at the same time to do some scouting action. The Overlord looks like it's just going to be scooting over to the natural expansion to see the timing on that expansion. Drewbie, it looks like he is going for that commands. No, he's going to be going for that barracks. For a moment, I thought he was going to be going for that command center for some reason. I saw 300 some minerals there. So he's going to be throwing up that second barracks right now. Is that a gap that can let something through? However, the supply depot is down as of the moment, so that drone is going to be able to scoot in here. Going to start nibbling away here. There's that one Marine going to be doing some shooting action. Looks like he's going to come over here and steal the gas. No, he's going to be scooting to the side. We'll see if owmygroin is able to get away with this drone. He's going to be scooting around in the backside. That Marine is going to be waiting over here. One more shot and that drone does go down. The Marine is going to be able to take that out. A drone is going to be spotting the bunker that is going down at the front. Going to try to nibble away at that SCV. Drewbie is going to be moving out with 2 additional Marines and 1 more SCV. So he's just going to try to make the Zerg player make a couple more extra Zerglings than he would like. However, 2 Queens are on the way. Not that many Zerglings are coming out. He's going to throw up a Spine Crawler, but is going to be able to conserve his minerals over here. Maybe even cancel the Spine Crawler as there's the chance of a rush. Well, there's still 2 Marines, but you could probably easily micro against that. Another bunker is coming up, so he's going to have to pull his drones once again. Here they come. The drone's going to be trying to nibble away at these few Marines over here. A couple of Zerglings are going to be joining the fight as well. We've got a little nibbling action over here going on with that SCV. The Zerglings are going to be advancing forward, and it looks like Drewbie is going to be forced to back. However, the damage has been done. It forced up a Spine Crawler. A couple of extra Zerglings that came out, unlike how owmygroin actually wanted to play this out. So he's going to be able to expand behind this nice and easy. Take this expansion really quickly, but the Zerglings are going to be able to do some damage over here. He's going to need to rally his troops together, maybe even throw up a couple of bunkers to be able to deal against this. However, the Marines are going to be coming over here, going to be able to chase the Zerglings away. And looks like our Zerg player is just going to continue making drones. He's got the Zergling speed on the way, and the Zerglings are going to be scooting to the Xel'Naga Watchtower. They do see the Marines still advancing forward. So back at Drewbie's home base, he's got his 2 gases mining now, 1 idle SCV. He's going to be flexing his muscles. Can't really see his muscles. He's inside a suit. Don't know what he was thinking. We've got the supply depot getting thrown down right now. Does not want to get supply blocked. The command center is about 75% complete, and the Marines coming over here going to try to take out that Queen. Looks like they were not able to. More Zerglings are going to be spawning out. So owmygroin is getting some damage done to his groin. We've got the Marines going to be advancing forward once again. Can he take that Queen out? That would be such a huge amount of damage if he was able to take that Queen out. And here they come, going to be taking out a couple of Zerglings, and a couple of drones are going down as well. Going to be targeting these drones as well. Looks like more Marines are advancing forward. That queen is in grave danger. It's going to be backing up over here. 2 queens now out on the field. Looks like they're going to be backing up to that spine crawler, making sure that they don't take that much more damage. The 2 queens sort of out of the way right now, so it looks like the Marines are going to be able to deny mining over here for some period of time. The queens are off creep. He could lose both of those queens very easily right now. Looks like the Marines are going to be scooting their way into the main. Zergling speed is complete. The Drewbie is not paying attention, not microing those Marines at all right now. He had the potential to take out those queens, but he did lose that chance right now. However, he does have his expansion up. He's got add-ons for his barracks. He's got additional barracks coming up right now, so he is going to be able to pull ahead in just a moment if he is able to sneak away with this expansion. Looks like he will not be able to for the moment, and SCV is going to hide scared in the corner of the base. Going to have to produce a couple more units to be able to push out here right now. A lair is on the way and additional gas is getting put down. We'll see what kind of tech he decides to go after he gets to that lair tech. He is a little bit supply blocked right now. Drewbie way ahead in terms of the ability to produce the units, but he's going to have to try to secure his natural expansion again as soon as possible. A factory is on the way right now for Drewbie. He's mining quite a bit of gas right now. He's pulled guys off gas for the moment. No, it looks like this is a mistake. He's got 2 guys in gas right now. He needs to put 1 more on there so that he can continue making higher and higher tech units. He's got to continue making a couple of SCVs from his new expansion command center as well, but he's not going to be able to push out there for some period of time, so he's just going to continue making unit producing structures. This is a nice, smart way to play. He's going to be able to have those unit producing structures for the late game and not just have a ton of useless units sitting out on the field, and he will be able to secure this expansion right now. And it looks like our Zerg player still making drones and creep tumors, so we'll see. Still not sure what kind of tech he's going. Maybe get a spire after this. He does have the baneling's nest out right now, but no real sort of late game tech coming out of owmygroin right now. He's not really made that many more units as of the moment either. It looks like the Zerglings are going to be spotting the advance forward by Drewbie, so Drewbie does have stim pack, so he will be able to push in here. There's not that many units. The banelings are currently morphing. Is baneling speed done? No, not yet. So he does not have that baneling speed. He will be able to micro against those banelings quite effectively if he is paying attention. But the Zerglings with speed will be able to wrap around them and to make them clump up. That would be a nice advantage for our Zerg player right now. More SCVs getting produced as of the moment. He needs to transfer a couple of SCVs from his main. He is getting a little bit oversaturated in there right now. SCVs now is transferring, and a couple of medevacs are also going to be spawning. We'll be able to do some dropping action against our Zerg player right now. A lot of Zerglings are out on the field, and looks like the banelings have completed. And baneling speed is on the way as well. Aspire is on the way in the main for owmygroin, and he's got his queens out, and he's going to be getting his 3rd expansion up as well. Drewbie looks like he's just going to continue making those Marines Marauders, maybe add a couple of Sea Shanks in there here or there. He's got 2 tech labs on these 2 factories right now, and he's going to be throwing up additional engineering bay as well as an armory. He knows about those Mutalisks, I presume. No, he doesn't. He hasn't thrown down any scans of any sort, so he's probably just guessing that Mutalisks are probably on the way, probably going to be securing this gold expansion real soon as well. And the Zerglings still nibbling away at those rocks, finally going to be able to take them out real soon. And both players just going to be macroing up for the moment. A command center coming up for ROOTDrewbie. I can imagine we're going to be seeing a planetary fortress at the gold expansion. He's going to be pushing forward right now. That queen does get taken out. Big loss for owmygroin, but here comes the Zerglings and the banelings. Banelings do have speed now, so here comes Drewbie with his forces going to be advancing on this expansion over here. If the Zerglings can get a nice wrap around, those banelings will be able to do tons of damage, and here come all the banelings going to be rolling forward. A nice spread by Drewbie right now. We'll be able to save some units, but the banelings are able to clean this up nice and easy. Even a ton of Zerglings left over right now. We'll be able to clean this up nice and easy. Drewbie gonna lift 2 Marines up into that medevac, gonna be able to evacuate them right away. but he's not going to be able to secure his expansion anytime soon because of the mass number of Zerglings out on the field. He does have those Siege Tanks out on the field right now, but no siege mode. He's so far behind right now. He's got the engineering bays currently churning out those upgrades, but Zerg can easily take this expansion if he would just knock those rocks down. And Zerg is finally saturating his third base, but I just feel like he's ahead. He's got 100 food right now. Drewbie is gonna try to secure this expansion, but if he just moves those Zerglings over there, he will be able to deny that expansion for a short period of time. The creep threat is also reaching towards this expansion right now. We're going to see a planetary fortress real soon from Drewbie, and there's the planetary fortress going up. And our Zerg player is making 10 Mutalisks right now. He's got flyer attacks level 1 on the way. Does he have any Mutas out in the field? 4 Mutas are already out in the field. We'll see if he's able to come over here and do any sort of economic damage. And here are the Mutalisks going to be moving across the map. And Drewbie going to be sieging up his tanks over here. Will be able to defend against any sort of Zergling attack on that position right now. Drewbie 114 food, 127, 132 for owmygroin. Right now we've got the Drewbie's Marines over here on 1-1 upgrades, and over here the Mutalisks 0-0, Zergling 0-0 right now. So the upgrades are better for Drewbie right now. Looks like the Mutalisks coming over here going to be able to do some damage against that armory, maybe even able to take those out. 10 more Mutalisks on the way right now. Additional Mutalisks have spawned and are going to be joining up over here real soon. And here comes Drewbie. He definitely wants to make a push right now. There's an expansion coming up over here. We'll probably force a cancel on that right now. The Mutalisks are going to be backing up over here for owmygroin. He's going to be trying to defend against all of these units from ROOTDrewbie. He's going to be sieging this expansion over here. The Zerglings and Banelings over here are going to be keeping watch. It looks like he's going to be balling up right now. Going to see if he can push against this expansion, push against these tanks over here. More tanks and Marines going to be advancing over here. This expansion looks like it might go down, and the third base goes down for our Zerg player, and all of the Mutalisks and the Banelings are going to be rolling forward. The Mutalisks in the air are going to be able to do a lot of damage against those Sea Shanks, but the Marines on the ground do survive. There are no more Banelings out on the field right now. A ton of Mutalisks are in the air, might actually be able to directly engage against those Marines. And here come the Mutalisks forward. They are getting taken out. The Medivacs in the air are going to be able to do tons of healing action. 24 Zerglings getting produced right now for our Zerg player. And looks like there is a little bit of a counterattack over here. The planetary fortress will be able to clean that up. And the forces from Drewbie are going to be advancing over here. The Zerglings going to be suiciding themselves into those Sea Shanks and those Marines. Stimpack goes down. A lot of Banelings being made right now. The Mutalisks in the air going to be forced back for the moment. The Banelings trying to get produced. He's just waiting for those Banelings, but they're getting taken out one by one. And all of those Banelings are screwed. Down go all of the Banelings. And GG! So Drewbie does take this game away from owmygroin, getting able to take those expansions out so easily, uncontested, and owmygroin just did not have enough Banelings at the right time in the right positions. The Sea Shank spread was perfect, so Drewbie able to take that game very easily and convincingly at the end, even though he was behind in terms of expansions throughout the game. So if you do enjoy what you see here, please do subscribe. This is Aegis signing off.